What is going on, guys? It's your boy Deuces, and today we are going to be talking about the tragedy that is Jump Force, the 50th anniversary Shonen Jump game that kind of came and went in the blink of an eye. So pretty much what I just want to talk about is how exactly this happened, and or at least from my point of view, as well as comparing it to some of the other Jump anniversary games, just to see if it even holds up to those older games. So pretty much to start it off, what I wanted to talk about was my perceived reason why the game failed. And the biggest reason for me was, I believe this game is just pretty much One Piece Burning Blood with guest characters. Like, it's even made by the same creators, Spike Chunsoft. And I've said this since the day the game dropped, or actually I said it during beta. I'm like, this literally feels like Burning Blood with guest characters, and that's all it really is. It kind of got extremely carried by the Shonen Jump name, but the gameplay, nor the season pass character, like, just nothing was included was just really worth it. Like, the gameplay is just a very generic arena fighter. Like, if you played, you know, any arena fighter in the past, like, you can compare this game to Naruto, you could compare this game to Burning Blood the most, this is pretty much the successor to Burning Blood. It just isn't the best of games. Like, you know, maybe for the hardcore anime fans, like the Storm guys that, you know, stick around and have played the game for years, and just guys that overall just love Shonen Jump, they might stick around for this game. But for guys that are kind of like more casual, like, you know, you're a Big 3 fan or you're a Dragon Ball fan, the game wasn't really all that. Like, I don't really want to say this game was made for you, even though, you know, if you're a One Piece fan, yeah, this game has a lot of One Piece guys, but if you're a One Piece fan, you might as well just play Burning Blood. I mean, it's all One Piece characters. If you don't care about Bleach, Black Clover, etc., then what's the point of even buying this game? Of course, now it has been 2 years since the game has been out, and online was turned off back in February. So this game has no online anymore. The only way you could even play this game is, you know, local couch co-op against a friend. But, you know, I doubt many people are coming over others' houses just to play Jump Force. You know, I maybe Storm 4, but definitely not Jump Force. Let's see, I'm trying to think of more reasons this game could have failed, even though, like, the properties in this game are really good. They have a really good how do I want to say this, a variety of eras of Jump. Like, you know, you have the classic, you know, bulky brick house dudes, you have JoJo's, you have Fist of the North Star, and you have Dragon Ball Z. Then you have the Big 3, of course, Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. And then on top of that, you have what a lot of fans a couple of years ago were calling the new Big 3, quote unquote, which was Boruto, Black Clover, and oh my god, My Hero. How do I remember those two and not My Hero? But anyways, yeah, they even had the new Big 3, quote unquote. That's what some kids call it, not me personally. But with all the variety they have, as well as the big names, Saint Seiya, you know, not as much Fist of the North Star representation like the last game, because we did have Rao in the last game. But still, you know, Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter, you know, all the Jump classics were here. So you would think that by name value alone, the game should have carried, especially with the massive amount of My Hero DLC they have, with My Hero being, you know, one of the biggest anime in recent times. You would think that the game would have done better, but, you know, on top of the fact that the game plays very boringly, the online was very scrubby. Like, a lot of guys just played the game way too, you know, the skill gap is just too ridiculous. You're either playing a guy that plays for fun, or you're playing against Sweat. Like, there's no in-between on this game. You're not going to find an intermediate player on this game, because the intermediate players are all in the upper ranks, because this game did have a rank system. So, you know, in the lower ranks, you'll fight guys that are bad, and then the higher you go up, the better people you'll get. But it always felt like, even in what should have been the middle ranks, it always felt like it was just overpopulated with Smurfs or people who have been D-ranked from the high ranks so much because of the amount of cheese in this game that it almost just damn near wasn't worth playing. Let's see, another reason this game could have failed. The overall support and advertising for this game was quite poor. Like, you know, besides, like, you know, the core Jump fans that knew the game was coming, and you know, besides literally Jump fan, like hardcore manga readers, this game wasn't really like that sought after. You know, it wasn't as sought after as like a Dragon Ball Fighters or like a Naruto Storm 4. It was kind of just like just somewhere in between all of that. And then the couple of people it did bring, the game wasn't impressive enough for word of mouth to really work either. Like, you know, the couple of people that did play this game just kind of said, oh, I played this game before, it feels like Storm 4, or it feels like Burning Blood, so, you know, I might as well just stick to those games, or buy those games for the $20, $10 price tag, instead of the $60 tag when this game was new. Of course, this game really, nowadays, there's no point in buying it, unless you and your friend are really into Shonen Jump characters overall, like you have a love of enough series of this game to really care, because most of the combo cancels in this game, like if you're looking at this game from a fighting game perspective, you are going to be so bored so fast. Combo cancels are mostly the same for each character, and they're quite obvious of when you can stop and cancel. You know, that's why dodging in this game with the L1 button is really easy. There's no challenge whatsoever to it. Like combo canceling for the most part isn't really there, and it's kind of sad because, you know, in the older Jump games, like even though J-Stars wasn't really known for it, J-Stars had a really good combo system. Like if you really knew the character, the game had death combos, or the game had 75% combos, especially in the original Japanese version where a Vegeta Big Bang attack was damn near a quarter of your health. Like you could do a lot with that. I've seen Rurouni Kenshin Kenshin Himura death combos. Everyone knows the infamous Killua, like half health, you know, 75% combo. Depends on if he's charged up with lightning. Like everyone knows those from like J-Stars, or even the game before, the DS game, Jump Ultimate Stars. Just Jump Force doesn't compare. Like Jump Ultimate Stars, for instance, has so many characters that are never going to be in Jump again. Like that's the last game that included Yo from Shaman King, because Shaman King is technically not a part of Jump anymore, which is actually fucking insane to me. Like I thought that my whole life, you know, that it was still Jump, but apparently they lost the license or something in 2011. So that's the last game we see with that. That's the last game that had Light playable, which was another thing that made guys mad about this game. The trailer had Light Yagami, and he kind of just pops up in the story, waves a bit, and then goes away. So it's like never really taken at, like, you know, it kind of just felt like a cheap cop-out. Also, this game's story is not a main buying point for it. The story for this game is very ass and strung together, which, of course, blending this many universes into one is a very hard thing to do, but I still feel like its predecessor, J-Stars, was able to do it in a much better and more fun light. Also, the fact that J-Stars was a must-have two-player game, which if you wanted to play, you either needed to find a random online or play with a friend. That added a bit of strategy to the game because, you know, the characters you pick, how they fight. Like, if you pick a Gon and Luffy team and you fight against ranged characters, you're not going to have a fun time. Luffy and Gon are two of the most close-range characters in the game, with Gon's only distance move being a projectile that doesn't even go that far. So anyways, yeah, pretty much my opinion on the game has to simply be that it just wasn't as good as its predecessor, and it's just not a good game overall, story-wise, gameplay-wise, and just every single thing-wise, handling of DLC, handling of properties, just everything about this game was just a written pass for failure, and they passed it through anyways. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's been your boy Deuces, and I'll talk to you guys next time.